What it do? What it do? What it do, man? It's your boy OG Bam. Happy New Year's, everybody, man. I'm 5 minutes late, man. I'm tired. I had a ball today. Let's start this off right, man. Shouts out to Kev Mack and the Macheads and the Maniacs, man. The Hood Postman, Mailroom Goons, Avalon Fire Trade Cartoon, OG Gangsters, and everybody else real on YouTube world today. Hey, check this out. I'm in your face with this reality. Sunday Night Live, man. Questions and answers. Y'all pop in with your boy, man. Y'all pop in with your boys. 42 seconds. 3 people up in this joint. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. We on deck. We on deck. The Uptown checking. Mr. Glee, what it do? What it do? Top of the night to y'all, man. Check this out, man. I only got that chilling dinner today. Me and my boy Willie hung out together, my childhood best friend. What it do, Blade? What it do? Happy New Year's to the 3 gentlemen up in this chat right now, man. Check this out, man. I only got that chilling dinner, candy yams, black eyed peas, cabbage and greens, man. It was and cornbread, muffins, man. It was all right, man. Drank some lemonade, went to my old childhood stomping grounds, hung out with my boy Willie Sheffield, man. Check this here, man. I ain't never heard 2 dudes talk about them girls that like real raw players. That's Young Bunchy and Willie Sheffield off that east side, man, from the bottoms, man. Willie Sheffield had me rolling today, man. You understand what I'm saying? He always been like that ever since elementary, man. Number one, what it do, man. Happy New Year's to you. I hope y'all enjoying y'all New Year's today. I ain't got a whole lot of time, man. I'm really tired, man. I enjoyed myself today, right? Watch this, man. I'm slowing down. I'm gonna smoke cigarettes. I'm gonna try to quit smoking, y'all. This Sunday night questions and answers. Y'all get up in here and ask me some questions, man. Let's make this live pop, man. I got to get some rest. I got one more day before I get to work. I gave us the first and the 26th, and then the second off. So we're in the game. Scott Wood, we out here. What it do, baby boy? How you living, man? We got to support this little brother's channel, y'all. Put the name of your channel out there, Scott Wolf. Put the name of your channel out there. Let's support this young brother's channel, man. Hey, check this out, man. Raiders lost. Eagles lost. Rams lost. Who's going to win this other game right here, man? Who's going to win the Steelers game? I don't know. Who. I ain't going for nobody. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, y'all. But watch this. I had to come get aboard the frontliners, man. Just watch this, man. I was telling my boy Willie, man. YouTube is a form of therapy for me. It keeps me content, keeps me happy. If I'm going through something, check this out. I don't go through a whole lot, man. When I'm going through something, I can tune in, tap into YouTube and feel a whole lot better. This because of y'all right here, man, the frontliners, man. So let's do this, man. Blade, number one, keep the yard clean. Y'all start. We got 14 people in the chat, man. Let's start these questions, man. Y'all throw them at your boy, man. Throw them at you. Throw them at me, man. Come on, man. It's Sunday night, man. It's the first of the year. Throw some questions at me. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm talking about. Throw some questions at me. Support the channel. Let's support each other. Let's support one another going into the new year. Let's not do what we did last year. Bickering, hating, suckism, busism. We don't need that no more in our life, man. We don't need that no more in our life. Watch this. I'm not wasting no energy on it. Understand what I'm saying? Listen to me, man. Me and my boy Willie really chopped it up today, right? And it's a shame on how black folks treat each other. Less so low tolerance of busism, trollism, and haterism. Say it again, number one. And that's what's going on, man. Check this out. Y'all throw some questions at your boy, man. Insane Wayne, happy New Year's to you, homie. How you living, nephew? How you living? That's what I'm talking about, man. Got a front hood up in this joint, man. We always gonna stick together no matter what. After all said and done, we only got each other, y'all. Trust and believe that. I had a buck. Watch this, man. Ain't no chillings in about 6 months. They was good too, man. Went to M&M's. M&M's, man. It was Sunday, first of New Year. Everybody trying to get some chillings. You know, they went to M&M's to get all type of stuff. But I wanted chillings, man. So I went to another spot deep in Carson. Got my little eat on, man. Me and my boy, man, went on the east side, drank me a couple of Modelo's. My boy tried to get me to smoke that weed with a Sheffield, but I don't smoke them blunts, man. That's too much weed for me. I smoke joints, right? I'm saying I smoke pinhead joints. So I ain't do no weed smoking today. You understand what I'm saying? I'm tired. Yvonne, just got off work, tuned in. Thank you, my friend, again. Happy New Year's again to you. It's Sunday night questions and answers. So when I'm hearing these questions and answers, y'all create the topic. Throw the questions out here, man. Let's make it happen, man. Throw some cool questions out here, man. Don't feel ill at ease by throwing a question out here. Mama C sitting here. Oh, man, check this out. Mama C, that's my big sister, y'all. Curly, I love you and miss you, girl. How you living? How you living? I got to be careful with my language now, right? Got Curly in front of this thing. Curly, watch this. Something about front of it, right? In my generation, Curly is like my big sister. We could not cuss in her house. We had to be respectful to young men because our parents taught us to be, and Curly enforced it. I love you, Curly. Trust and believe that. She got little tears in my eyes, man. That's someone that really raised me, been knowing me since I came off the porch. And life is good. God is good, Curly. Trust and believe that. Hey, Bam, just got off. All right, oh, my bad. Hey, OG, you have any Chicago stories or experiences? Man, I had a great auntie lived in Chicago. I went to Chicago when I was 6 years old, and never went back. Now, the cover girls up in the house. Happy New Year's. You and wife in the front liners. Happy New Year's and you wife in the front liners. Right back at you with the Chicago gang. Check this out, man. Only gangster disciple I know is a dude named Will. He was in Tracy with me. And Will was one of my comrades. He turned CCO too, and he was with the business. Trust and believe that. In California prison, man, gangster disciples, they say folks. That's their word. Like the Crips say cuz, we say cuz. But they be more in tune with hanging with Crips and the Vice Lords hanging with Bloods. But listen to me. I don't have no Chicago story. Oh, I admire and respect Larry Hoover. Don't get me wrong. But I ran across a lot of dudes from the South that was in California prison. Everybody trying to be a GD. Like everybody trying to be a Crip. Anybody can say folks and anybody can say cuz, but watch this, man. It's a whole lot of want to be anything in them penitentiaries, man. I ran across a dude named Memphis. He was a downtown cat, but he said he was a GD. So what's up, folks? Man, I don't want to hear that. Miss me with that one. The kid, he said stories about Crips and GD connection. They say you guys are cousins. To a certain degree, we are, man. They ran Chicago, Crips ran Los Angeles. Watch this, man. I started gang banging in 1971. I ain't putting 100 on the 10. I can't put 100 on the 10. Mama C is sitting right next to my homie. And listen to me. I was with the business in every form, shape, and fashion. She sends her love to you. I send mine right back to her, Wayne. The relationship with the GDs and Crips is when the GDs is in prison. When I first went to prison, GDs rather hang with the Crips instead of with the Bloods. Vice Lords hang with the Bloods. Now, I had homies go to Chicago back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? Got busted. I had a couple of homies went to the pen out there. And it was all, they lived 5 or 6 years when they came to the house. Because, hey, man, check this out. When gangs started taking them drugs out of town, we was trying to go everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? Every state was vulnerable getting what they had in LA. And we was trying to chase that bag. But I have no personal stories except with Will. And Will was a soldier. He was a gangster disciple of GD. But when he came to California prison, Will hung with the Crips. And watch this. Flagged this blue rag, too. Now, I don't know his gangster disciples and Vice Lords wear colors out there in Chicago, but Will was flagging that blue rag. Stories about Big Rebo. I don't have any stories about Big Rebo. We just ran across each other in traffic. He wasn't ever in the same yards I was on. Big Rebo did his time in Soledad, man. I did a majority of my time on the level 4 yard. Hit that like and subscribe. That's what I'm talking about, number one. Y'all throw some questions out here at me, man. Throw some questions out here at me, man. Throw some questions out here at me, man. GDs wear blue. I ain't know that. So you giving me game. Black and blue. That's what I'm talking about, kid. That's what I'm talking about. I never knew that. I never knew that. My bad. My bad. Y'all come on up in here, man. We got 26 people up in here, man. Y'all throw some questions at me, man. Because I ain't going to try to parlay today. I'm tired. Watch this. I had a good day. New Year's Eve was crazy. Fireworks, but was not too cool. Because I can't distinguish the sounds of gunfire, a gunshot, or a firework. So, hey, man, I try to stay ducked inside in the house. I spent time with my family last night. Came home, got a few hours of sleep. Luke. Hey, kids, you throwing 100 questions at me. You ain't hit that cash app yet. You know the policy on the OG Bam show. When you throw questions, you got to hit the cash app. But I'm going to answer that. The stories about early Compton racism. When I first moved to Compton, man, my mother first got a house built in Compton. There's still white folks in Compton. I got white boy homeboys. White boy Lou, Lubo, Chris. You understand what I'm saying? And it ain't a problem. You feel what I'm saying? I never watched this, man. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I'm 62 years old and I ain't never experienced racism except one time in my life. That's when I went on a family vacation to Louisiana. I never experienced racism in Compton. The only racism I ever spent, prejudice towards me, I spent is from police. And majority of the prejudice I get from the police ain't white police. It's black police. Mexican police. Mexican police is prejudiced against their own people. Black police is prejudiced against their own people. I never experienced racism out here. Now, when I went to prison, I experienced racism. But in the city of Compton, what I love and represent, no, I never experienced that. Daniel Morton, love y'all some Wayne. OG Bam, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I send mines to you, Daniel Martins. I send mines to you. Come on with some questions, man. Because my boy, the kid, he'll throw some questions that you make you ponder. You understand what I'm saying? Let's make this thing live, man. Come on, let's. I just hit you. I see you, baby. When he come through, I'm gonna say thank you. I always send thanks to you. You understand what I'm saying? Let's throw it out here, man. Let's make it happen, man. Throw some questions at me, y'all. Throw some questions at me, man. Throw some questions at me. Throw some questions at me. Let's not play with it. Let's be with it. You understand what I'm saying? Check this out. This is a new year. This is 20. Thank you. The kid. This is 2021, right? I mean, 20. Ooh, damn! I done went backtrack. This is 2023. What I did yesterday, I ain't doing today, man. It's all that immaturity that people want to display on YouTube. Bam ain't with that no more. Ain't got no enemies, don't need no enemies. I'm not telling you I'm pulling up, so please don't try to pull up on me. Right? I ain't never been a fan of being a track and field ain't my get. I don't know how to do no running. I know how to protect me and love me. I protect my friends and my family. I'm on my grown man tip. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody can't walk a mile in each other's shoes. I'm just here to kick the real with you, man, to keep it 100. And we gonna, you know what? Since ain't nobody asking me questions, let's do this. OG, did you have a chance to watch the video? Since I started watching it, Blade, I'm gonna watch it after this live. I was watching when you sent it to me. We had just pulled up to the restaurant, right? And watch this, man. You know, when you get around people you ain't seen in years, I went to see some of my childhood friends, man, from the sandbox. So, hey, man, we kicked it. And watch this, insane. One of my partners called me and said, man, I showed Miss Baby. That tripped me out. He said, man, I remember we was at Willowbrook, man, how y'all used to do y'all thing. You, Baby, DK, and June, and Ronnie and LeBron there, man. Let me share something with y'all, man. When I first started gang banging in 1971, you know, you join the army, they said, be all you can be. Well, when I became a front hood Compton Crip, I wanted to be the biggest Crip they can be. I wanted to be the next Raymond Washington. I wanted to be the next Mac Thomas. I wanted to be the next Larry James with hands. I wanted to be the next LaSalle with hands. I created a reputation for myself. Was it a bad reputation? No. But it made some people look at me in a fucked up light. but I always been a respectful dude. I ain't never disrespect nobody parents. I ain't never disrespect nobody kids. I don't regret being a gang member. I did not come from a broken home. None of my friends came from a broken home. We did not choose to gang bang because we came from a broken home. We chose to be a gang member because gang banging is a choice, first off, right? And we wanted to represent our neighborhood, to eliminate any outsiders coming in our neighborhood thinking they can bully us, oppress on us. My generation, listen to me, man. I'm an OG Compton front brother. I'm original baby. One of the OG baby Crips in my hood. The crew I ran with, man, and I'm proud to say this. I never lost none of my homeboys that I ran with to gang violence. I love being a Crip. I'm a non-active gang member. I represent Front Hood Compton Crip. I'm never going to denounce Front Hood. I'm never going to do that because I advocate and I promote Front Hood in a positive way. Let me share this with you, man. You got dudes saying, oh, because I smoke, I'm a crackhead. Let me share this with you, man. My life is good. See, because I love myself, I set the pipe down. So don't call me a crackhead. Commend me for the one to turn my life around. You can't belittle Bam if you don't know Bam. Trust and believe that, man. You can't belittle me. You understand what I'm saying? I defends me. Hey, man, when I first started smoking cocaine, and this is what y'all need to understand, man. I was 18 years old. Players smoke cocaine. You couldn't get cocaine on the street corner. Wasn't nobody curb serving. Wasn't no such thing. Me and my road dog, we was the youngest dudes in the amongst players that did that. We thought that was for players, man. And it was. Cocaine used to be considered a rich man high. And we got fooled in believing that that was a cool high. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But you see, it take a strong man and a strong woman that used to have an addiction, be an addict, and say they want to turn their life around. So when dudes try to belittle somebody that was on drugs, look in the mirror, man. Belittle the person that you know personally. You understand what I'm saying? Because I stayed fresh, always looked good, and always had the best of women. I always been a soldier, because that's in me. You understand? My mom ain't had no punks, and my daddy ain't raised none, man. Front Hood don't breed that. Front Hood don't breed busters, man. And I say every hood got it, but Front Hood don't breed no busters, man. You understand what I'm saying? I learned, watch this, man. I should be a millionaire with all the game I got and all the access to money in the game I could have had. But I chose not to do that either, man. Today I got me a cool ass job. I don't hang out on corners. I ain't got my pants hanging off my ass. I don't wear skinny jeans. I'm not lying to kick it. I am OG because that's a title earned, not just given. I am a big homie because that's a title earned, not just given. Go through any one of my videos. You can post them on whatever you want to post them on. I'm good with that too. But my mother always told me, when you got somebody name in their mouth, they must be doing something you wish you can do. You can't be me and I ain't trying to be you. Trust and believe that. I'm not, watch this, man. I'm only trying to be me. Tell us about Big K-Bo. Tell us a Big K-Bo story. Hey, check this out, Daniel Martin. That K-Bo is spelled C-A-B-O. Not B, not K. No, not K, not K. A C. K-Bo, we keyways in front of it, baby. Let me tell you about Scully. See, we call him K-Bo, but we call him Scully up in the hood, man. Scully, Junebug, Insane, Doug Man, Tonebone, Pimp Nil. I've actually seen them when they came off the porch. K-Bo was a good father, a good homie. He was with the business. I remember he had the root beer brown. What's that, a root beer brown 67? He had that. Then he bought that little blue Koi he had that was clean. And when his daughter was born, he always kept his daughter with him and his son, little K-Bo. I had a lot of. I came home a few days before K-Bo funeral. That was the first Front Hood funeral I went to when I came home. That's when my homies seen me. I was at home, but I didn't just show up. Right, I gave myself some time with my woman. Right, So I might lose my one, but I ain't gonna lose my hood because I ain't gonna never do nothing. I can't go over there. But Cabo was a solid homie, man. He was with the business, fixing cars. Cabo went and had an auto mechanic shop in the hood. And that was the hangout. Had weights back there for the homies. And when I first went and got sober, man, I pulled up in there about going on my second year in my sobriety. I pulled up and I was talking to Cabo. And my homie told me this. Listen to me, Daniel Moore. My boy did this. He said, big homie, you got a testimony. You need to share your story. He said, you and Bebe told us how to get our crip on over here, how to get money, and how to get flying, how to bust a bitch. He said, now you showing the motherfucker that used to do what you did, how to turn their life around. And I ain't looked back. Partner. I ain't looked back. Have I made some goofy ass mistakes since I've been home? Oh, hell yeah, I'll be the first one to admit it. So now I don't do these things. And the reason I don't do them things is because I'm on my grown man tip. Your opinion of me don't mean too much. I learned how to love myself. I finally can know how to tell people that I love me. And I appreciate my freedom. Because since the age of 12, man, I've been in and out of jail. This is the longest I've ever been on the streets. And I love myself. Bam, tell us the first time you met Big Tookie. The Big Jack you talk about, I don't know. I know Big Jack from Nutty. I met Tookie, man, personally when he had the group home on my street in Compton. But I used to see Tookie because me, my homie Ronnie, June, DK, Bebe, we used to catch the bus to go to Centinela Park back in the early 70s. Because that's where all the pretty girls was at. And Tookie was guaranteed to be up there walking around, Baby all down showing his jokes. What's your definition of an immaculate crib resume or career back then? Not to glorify, but for the record. Hey, check this out, man. What might be immaculate to me might not be immaculate to the next man. But when you got an immaculate game record, it's this. You don't do no snitching. You ain't did no running out. You handled your business when it was time to handle your business. And you was fair, though. You was fair. Watch this, man. I'd rather have loyalty than love. I don't want love, man. I want some loyalty. I want loyalty. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Give you a better example. Ain't nobody from front of hood my enemy. I might say I got an immaculate record when I be on here with my cane and my crippin'. That's because, watch this. When my little homies started going to prison, the names people gonna ask, when somebody asks where they from, they go, so man, where you from? They gonna say front hood. They gonna do this. And you know Bam, you know Lebo, you know Big Devil, because we was the ones in there first. And we set the pave for what front hood represent. And the ones that came after us did it the same way. Watch this, man. I ain't got no little homies. My little homies call me either Unc or Big Bruh. Status is given. They're not earned. And your status grows in your career. So I got homies, man, that my young homies enlighten me to what's going on, to keep me focused. Because they want me on the streets just like I want to be on the streets. That's what the immaculate record is. You understand what I'm saying? And watch this. I'm not here to glorify cripping. I'm here to share my experience, life strength experience, hope. If I can just stop one kid from trying to live the lifestyle I did, my job is complete. Salute, Bam. Happy New Year's. This is an 8 yard. I hear you vibing in a real way. Check this out. And for the record, yeah, the hole is on 8 yard, but I still wasn't on 8 yard. I was in the hole. That's for the record, y'all. But I'm not gonna get caught up in that, man. We ain't gonna do that. I don't hide behind masses. I ain't trying to be nobody's friends, but I ain't trying to have enemies. But that's how I met Tookie. When he left the Red House after he got shot and left the Red House and came and Mr. Shaw bought a group home on some duplexes on my street and bought a house, and created it to a group home. That's when I started going down to the group home. And I used to watch Tookie and them buff on. Tookie had a pet bull named Dobie Pizza, man. Dobie was a beast, but his pet bull was soft as a motherfucker. My big homie, Lil Washington Bodine, brought their pet bull down there one morning. I'm sitting on the brick wall in the backyard watching the pet bull fight. My homie pet bull smashed Tookie them pet, right? But Tookie Dobie is in the house. It's bars around the house, around the windows. The dog, the Dobie Pizza man, cracked the window trying to get out to come save his cousin, that pet bull. And me and Bodine and Lil Watch just walked on off, man. That was one of the best pet bull fights I ever seen, too, man. But Tookie, watch this, man. Tookie turned his life around. It's just sad that they had to execute him. He started writing children's books. You understand what I'm saying? What's up, OG? Talk to Bull. He said you solid, and he said you have a day. You have a day. Hey, check this. Smoke Sam show. Check this out, man. Tell my boy Bull I said mine. Actually, can we get that pinochle game going? You understand what I'm saying? Bull used to play my pool too. And tell him, man, check this out. We ain't gonna say that too loud because these other dudes, I got so many haters out here. They don't like to hear people say Bam was a soldier and Bam was solid. But hey, don't hate on my pedigree, man. You understand what I'm saying? Lights out, cuss. What it do, baby? What it do? Everybody, again, Happy New Year's to the chat, man. Y'all throw them questions at me, man. Let's make it happen tonight, man. Don't feel that, Leeds. Don't be shy up in here, man. We ain't with that coyness. Come on up in here, man. Bam, Corey McHenry, did you drive that coupe today? Hey, Bam, do you got on a new sweater? My guy, I like it. It's a jumpsuit, a sweatsuit my girl bought me, man. It's no sweatsuit, man. No sweatsuit. No sweatsuit, man. Just sweatsuit. You know what I mean? Sweatsuit, man. Hoodie, you feel me? And this is the only type of skinny jeans things I wear. Anything that grab my ankle. This is the only thing I wear. My girl bought this for me, man. I got a queen that like dressing me. I know how to dress myself, fly as a mother. But my girl bought me outfits, man. She keep me fresh, you know. Matter of fact, when I went out and got that chilling dinner today, I had like 3 or 4 people compliment me. I said, man, I like that. Thank you, OG. But I had on a black fitted hat that day. Crispy OG. What's up, CB? How you doing? Happy New Year's. We back up in here, man. Let's make it happen, man. Y'all throw something at me, man. Throw something at your boy. Throw something at your boy. Support the channel. Let's make 2023 everybody good year, y'all. Because Monday is tomorrow. It always begins. Everybody, I'm glad we got the day after New Year's is off. I'm so happy and blessed about that. The 3rd gonna be off the chain, so I'm gonna be all right, man. Come on, man. Y'all tap up in here, man. Stop feeling ill at ease and being shy, man. Ain't no shyness up in here, man. Come on, throw some questions at me, man. Did you drive that coupe today? Hey, insane. My boy Corey got a clean convertible 67 coupe, man. Tight as a mug, man. That thing tight, man. That thing tight. Come on, y'all, throw something at me, man. I seen a gang of lowriders out today, though, y'all. Majestic Gangsta and them had their little annual New Year picnic, but all up in Carson, they was rolling, man. I seen a clean 59, a clean blue 58. They was rolling out here today. Catherine, what was the most you bench in YR prison? Prison, man, I ain't never got up under number 350. Wasn't gonna get up under nothing else. But I like to doing arms, curls, and back arms with them weights, man, when I buffed iron. But I was doing so many shoes, I stopped buffing iron. Instead of building my arm, I wanted to build my mind. I wanted to get myself together mentally. But I still exercise. I got a burpee hand. You know what I mean? Not today, my guy. You didn't roll today, but you just kicked back. Silver Garcia. Did you ever, I don't know the question you asked me. So you need to ask the question, and I hope it's being respectful. Let's not come with the bull stuff today, y'all. Because the trolls, watch this, man. If you come in here on that disrespect, you're getting blocked. If you come, we don't do times outs on this show, man. If you come with some disrespect, you're getting blocked. Did you ever meet Jamel? He proclaimed to be the Godfather. Jamel is not the founder of Crip. There's only one founder of Crip, and that's Big Raymond Washington. There's only one OG Crip. That's Raymond Washington. Everybody else with the title OG, as well as myself, we earned that title. That title is not given, it's earned. You get that from your homies within your neighborhood or other Crips that respect your get down. You earn that. Everybody can't qualify to be a G. It's a whole lot of wannabe OGs. Why you think you got these haters that real G's like me? Because they want to be OGs and can't qualify because they can't nobody give it to them. You understand? But Jill, hey, I know Jamil. He used to be down at the group home with Chucky Bluff and I. Jamil was a bully. I think he going losing his mind a little bit. I wish my prayers goes up to him before he can get himself together mentally. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, but he wasn't the godfather or nothing. He might have a couple of god kids, and that's how he classifies himself being a godfather, but he ain't the godfather of Crippin. He ain't the godfather of Crippin, man. So one person started Crippin, that's Raymond Washington. They want a G. I like that. I like that, Snoopy Mac. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. But listen to me, man. It's only one OG, and that's Raymond Washington. Everybody else with the OG title, it was earned and it was not given. We earned that title. Listen to me, man. Let me share something with y'all. And I ain't trying to take nothing from my big homie Tookie. Tookie had it on the west side. But if Raymond went and met Tookie, and he said, man, I want you to be a part of this. Was it more than one Crip around before Tookie became a Crip? Tookie ran the west side, Raymond ran the east, Mac ran Compton. Jamil had the Avalon Gordons. He had some influence in the Avalon Gordons. But Jamil wasn't the godfather of nothing. He might have some kids. Like I'm telling you, godfather to some kids. But when it came to this Keywayism, no. Have you ever seen Raymond Washington fight? No, but I've seen him slap a couple of dudes. Raymond had a squabble. Don't get me wrong. He had a squabble for real. But I done seen him slap a couple of dudes that was fat mouthing, putting 100 on the chin. You understand what I'm saying? I done seen Raymond convert certain sets that wasn't Crips into Crips. Watch this, man. Raymond resting in peace. That's the big homie. I ain't a dude that's shouting to know Raymond. I knew Raymond, right? Since Raymond been resting in peace, you hear a whole lot of dudes spitting ill on him, try to assassinate his character. When Raymond was in Tracy, Raymond stayed down. He didn't tuck his tail, he didn't PC up, and he kept it crippling. And he kept it crippling. Trust and believe that. And watch this, when I was Chico Bell's son, and he told me I reminded him of Raymond Washington, that shit blew my head up, man. I was trying to perform like Raymond. I believe if Raymond would have still been living and would have been in prison, the year he got killed, been in prison, he'd have been CCO too. Was it hard to build front hood up in Compton? No, man, front hood of G7 in Compton. Front hood set trends in Compton. We taught people how to wear tailors and how to get fly. The founders of front of Mac Wash, Red Cross and Pet Bull, they was players. Generation after that, man, I'm the second generation. Listen to me, baby, and DK, man, we stayed short, man. We carried front. Watch this, man. We represented that L swell. Then you had that generation under me. Jobo, Kurt, Bowhead, Big Pete. They were with the straight crippin'. And when I say straight crippin' consists of taking money, killing, getting on down moves. They was with the straight business. Then you had that other generation under them. Insane, Tone Bone, Pimp, Bug. Man is Baby nephew. We thought that was gonna be the next Baby. Turned out to be Young Duck. But listen to me, man. That crew was like Jobo and Lebo and them crew. Straight gang banging. But here come that OBG crew. Itch, T-Tuck, Dog, Weeby, T and Snook, Weibo them. It was beasts. And they put that OBG out in Compton, man, them OBGs put it down. But then you got this OTG crew in front of it. And the TG crew. Every crew gonna emulate somebody before them. One person gonna emulate one of them people. You're gonna get another Bam. You're gonna get another Crook. You're gonna get another Joe. You're gonna get another Baby. You're gonna get another Inch. You're gonna get another Insane, Bug, Mac Watts, all of them. Every generation gonna emulate somebody else. Jamel is twisting everything up. He is writing Scott for show. He is. That's some foul shit to talk bad about someone, rest in peace. That's what they do, Blade. Watch this, man. They wait till people leave this earth and they can't defend themselves and they got something to say. Who's the most feared Crip in Compton in your era? Hey, that's hard to, excuse me, that's hard to answer, the kid. Want me to tell you why? I had people scared of me. So I can psych myself out to believe I was the most feared. But in my area, when Lysell came, my big homie Lysell came to Centennial, that was Lysell High. It's in West Side Peru. Did no other hood want to see Lysell on the shoulder. When Larry James was there, did nobody want to see the bully. Mac Thomas was a short dude in stature. A whole lot of people didn't want to see Mac Thomas, man. Every hood got somebody, more than one person, more than two persons, two people that people fear. Well, I'm a dude that can honestly say, man, when I hit the block, some dudes went in their back in their yard. Some people call me a bully. I ain't never been a bully. Any Magic Johnson story? Shit, I used to go watch him. When he played with the Lakers. Did a whole lot of watching him on TV in the penitentiary, but I used to go watch him. They got a Magic Johnson Park out there, man. Watch this. I've been in that park 3 times. I drove by that park today, right? And I was telling my partners, baby, man, I was hollering for you this morning. Happy New Year's, I said, man, I've been in that park 3 times. When I came home, that park was built. I said, I ain't going to that park. They found motherfuckers in that lake. Won't get me up in there. First time I went to that park was in 2011. They had Dominguez, Compton High Centennial class reunion was there. And the Centennial side was cracking. And guess why? Because the front hoods was in the park. Jinx had the food there. Me and Knob chopped it up. Wasn't no problem. You understand what I'm saying? But it's a lot of dudes, man. Watch this. The most feared dude in my era, and to be honest with you, basically really answering, was Raymond. Raymond claimed the East Side, but every hood Raymond went here was his hood. Can't too many people get it like that. You can go to that hood. Did you know Michael Grimm? Yeah, I knew little Mike. I knew his daddy too. Mike was younger than me, man. That was my little homeboy. And I didn't even know his son was by my ex-girl, Noni, little sister, Audrey Minifeet. Craig Minifeet from the Pocket Baby Sister. I never knew that. I've been knowing Mike and Dion all their life. All their life. Mike used to try to be a low rider. He didn't work at the trash company like his father and his little brother. But little Michael Grimm was all right, man. Matter of fact, when my baseball coach, Larry James, came out here about 3 years ago, the Bully Book brother, Michael Grimm was there when we all went out to dinner, when we drank that some Patron and stuff. It was me, Bert Bone. Michael Grimm came over there. What's up, Sherwood? That's my big homie. All right. Give us a Venice Showline story. My boy Smeared, man. We was in the county jail. 21, 23. And a white boy called Smith a nigga. I had just got sentenced to 13 years. I'm angry at the world. White boy called Smith and Brent Soline a nigga. Smith jumped off his bunk. They had beds on the freeway, on the chair. Smith and Ben Soline jumped off that bunk, homie. And when he took flight, I took flight. We beat that white boy so bad, he looked like an apple. He was so red and black and blue. His eyes looked like rotten peaches that you stick the needle in it. When the blood come out, you know the pus gonna come out. We stumped the shit out this white boy. And Smith was trying to lift one of the beds up to smash him with it. I say, Smith, stop. I wasn't trying to catch a hot one in the county jail, y'all. Smith, Buddy Miles, Honey Bear, Big Pup, Woody, Green Eyes, resting in peace, Gangster, and numerous others. Cold Whack, Heavy Chevy, C-Bone. Those are my partners. Woody from Venice Showline was my celly for 4 years, as long as the dude ever had it in the cell with him. And me and Woody ended up having a brother relationship. But Honey Bear, excuse me, just ain't my homeboy, he's my comrade. I haven't talked to him in a few months. And Honey Bear is a very intelligent brother. Beat the death penalty, still doing his thing in the courts, changing his life behind the wall. You heard of Whack Capone, so let's know Moses was missing. He was raised by your brothers. No, I don't know them personally, but you say they was raised by my brother? Who my brother, Dan Butler? Who my brother? Play by play on your first time in 4800. My first time in 4800, when I came down from the pen, the police put me in hot water. They didn't want me in 4800. They didn't want CCOs in 4800 because they know CCOs like the police. So they didn't want nobody that they think was coming down from the pen that can manipulate people into going at them. Next time I went in there, my homie Insane was in there, Sherman Blue. My cousins, the twin. And the last time I seen Pimp, resting in peace. Bay Rod. 4800, man, was off the chains. I mean, one time, the Hoovers in the 60s used to go at it sometimes, right? They put 4800 on lockdown. We was in the day room one time. I told my homies, and that's told some of the Hoovers, y'all take off. We're going to start taking off, but we can't get our business if y'all going on lockdown. Chris did themselves a disfavor in 4800. When we should have created, rebuild our relationships with them and created a better, strong front and unity. And them police know what they were doing when they created 4800. They knew Chris was going to go at each other. Same way when they built 4300. They knew the Bloods was going to go at each other. Y'all come with another one, man. Time so fly by when y'all throw them questions at me, man. Come on now, y'all come with another one, man. Understand this, though. If the kid is answering these questions and he's sending a cash app, man, ain't nothing wrong with sending the cash app if y'all got some questions. The frontliners told me to say that. I'm saying it. So respect the content, man. You feel me? I ain't asking for a whole lot. Rodney Scott, the notorious 4800. And it was notorious. And we did ourselves a disfavor in that margin, man. We should have created, reestablished, made amends with each other and reestablished our relationships and made a stronger bond with one another and had unity. Instead, we had a fuel to the fire. And the police knew that was going to happen. The police knew that was going to happen. I mean, the sheriffs and Supermax took us to the hole for a ride. The old Georgia said them Crips was the biggest problem. That's why, watch this, man. When they created 4800, I'm keeping 100 with y'all. I was in the pen. When they created 4800, that's when the Mexicans started disrespecting brothers. I wasn't doing that when we was on the main line. We was the one doing the disrespecting and pressing on people. We didn't press on them. White boys was the biggest victims. Moves, if you seen them, they got. The biggest problem they had when Crips was on the main line, Hoopers and 9-0s was beefing the 60s and 8 Trey gangsters, right? It was a whole lot of money in the county used to roam from floor to floor. You understand what I'm saying? But that county jail, LA County Jail, man, watch this. And whoever from LA on here can vouch for this. If you can pass the test in county jail, you can pass the test when you get to prison. Because that LA County Jail is just as raw as some of the level foes they got. Trust and believe that, man. Trust and believe that. Because the police ain't in the mortuaries. So when you're in the day room, you're on the tier, it's all about you protecting yourself. Can't nobody come in with a gun, pepper spray. But if you can pass the test in the county jail, you can definitely survive in prison. Bet believe that. Did you save anybody from getting beat up or violated in front 48? It seemed like any weakness from good kids was detected and exploited. Let me share something with you, man. I want you to understand this too. Any man in a man facility can be raped. 10 people can rape one person. It's about what that person do after that rape. I never played into that. I never saved nobody from getting raped because I never seen it personally. I heard about it. But listen to me. I did not dwell in those type of activities, right? I love me some P, man. And you know what I'm talking about when I say that. I love the woman's sexual organ. Nothing about a man turns me on. So I can't see myself standing anywhere looking at somebody get raped. Although I have when I was in Tracy. I was telling my partner Willie this today. I was in Tracy and seen some dudes want to seal and rape a dude. And dude became a willing participant. Check this out, shit. I went in there and took the whole motherfucking seal. When I was taking it, I said, man, you need to get a knife. Handle your business. You feel me? Prison is just an extension state of county when it comes to LA. Say it again, Roger Stott. And what people don't seem to understand is the Crips and Mexicans started getting into it in the 90s. It wasn't always like that. We used to gamble with Mexicans. Certain white boys would gamble with us too when I first went to the county jail. When I first went to LA County Jail, you couldn't get for $15. You can get drawers and socks and t-shirts through the visiting window. You get Playboys and Players, magazine, pictures. Then it went to the wet 20, then the wet 40. But listen to me. Yeah, they put your money through water. They drop it in the water. But listen to me. If you can pass the test in Tarzan County, you can definitely pass the test when you get to prison. That was what your big homies was telling you that. My big homies was telling me, if you can survive in here, you can survive in prison. But once they created the Crip March, the Mexicans started disrespecting brothers. They became the predators because the Crips was no longer on the main line to do it. Was it a disadvantage? Hell yeah. Because when they first created the Crip March, they put them in gray jumpsuits. So they telling everybody who we are. And they making us targets. And we was being racked. Some of us got rack packed because we being cuffs. When you in 4800 and you come out that building, out that module, you're going to be in cuffs. You're going to be in cuffs. You're going to be in cuffs. But if you can pass the test in LA County, you can definitely pass the test in prison. Because prison, watch this, man. Prison not a hard place to survive at. All you gotta do is mind your own motherfucking business. Race shit gonna happen. So be ready for that. But watch this. Again, every yard got an S and Y yard. That's mandatory, man. Every yard got an S and Y yard. You understand what I'm saying? Every yard gonna have people leave their yard. You're gonna see stickers and stabbings. Shit, I was accused of being a crash dummy. Ain't nobody ever sent me on no mission in prison. Everything I ever did in prison, I volunteered to do it because I was a soldier. I represented Crip to the fullest. So this, when you get to them prisons, man, LA County Jail is like one of the rawest county jails in California, man. The place was a beast. It was a beast, man. And watch this, man. White boys is getting, soon as they come through booking front, getting beat up, robbed, raped. I had a homeboy, man. He was doing a violation. And he was in the cell with some homies that raped the white boy. They didn't want to get the homie off because the white boy pointed everybody out in the cell when he know everybody in the cell. Some of the dudes that was participating in the rape didn't even live in the cell, right? And my homie ended up with 18 years, man. My homie ended up with 18 years. And these other dudes did not want to get him off. They were selfish and they were scandalous of them. Hey, if he didn't do it, y'all should let him go. And he didn't bow down and go out backwards. He didn't do no telling. He accepted consequences. That's why I say I'd rather have loyalty than have that fake love, man. Watch this, man. Ain't no such thing as a double OG. Ain't no such thing as a triple OG. I don't know why dudes put it on their dead homies and put it on their hood when they know they're intentionally blowing it up. They doing that on YouTube. Man, that's on my mama. On the dead homies, on the hood. No, stop doing that, man. Don't talk the dead homies up. Let them live in heaven. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't toss them up in heaven, man. We don't supposed to put it on nothing. So when you're a gang member, man, your hood don't represent you. You represent your hood. You supposed to take pride in getting your Crip on. And I ain't talking about with the violence. I'm talking about elevating your game. Gang banging is for kids, man. When you get to a certain age, you're no longer supposed to be a gang member. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Rodney Scott, you my boy, but if you keep answering the questions, you know what you got to do, baby. You know I'm answering. But you got to throw something at the cash out. You see, California prisons are more radical, more racially segregated than prisons down south. Hey, watch this, man. California prisons don't supposed to be segregated. You know, if you go in the Kenny, there go my big homie, Kenny Carson up in here. Y'all too pretty, Kenny. Happy New Year's, big homie. Listen to me. If you go in the county jail and you threw a suit on them, they're going to say ain't no segregation in there. Watch this and listen to me, man. Ain't no racial segregation in there. It ain't no just when they had gang modules, we were segregated. Crips in this module. Watch this, man. Crips was the first one that had their own module. Then the Damus. When they started putting Mexicans in the module, they had Crips on one side of 4700 and Mexicans and Woods was on the other side. Then they came with the 3004. But you go in that LA County jail now, Mexicans and white boys share the same cell together. 9 out of 10, you ain't gonna stand the count unless you're on meds. You go on the wayside, they try to get you up out of there. Or if you're doing time, you become a khaki trustee. But even in California prisons, it don't supposed to be no racial segregation. On the S and Y yard, blacks, whites, and Mexicans are selling up together. But not on no level, a mainline level 4, they're not gonna do that. Now watch this, man. Do you think that'll be difficult to do though? If they watch this, they took the waste, didn't nobody do nothing. They took the tobacco, didn't nobody do nothing. What if they came, dropped the bomb on California Department of Corrections right now and say, man, y'all better go find y'all a Mexican selling, you Mexicans better go find you a black selling, you white boys better go find a brother selling. Now you hear these white boys say they don't talk to brothers. Listen to me, man. Why suddenly you can't live in a cell with them because you in the pen, but you was in the LA County jail living with them in a cell? And some of you established relationships, exchanging soups and candy to the next canteen. Listen to me, man. Who you think would have benefited from that? Thank you, Roger Scott. Who you think would have benefited for that? Who you think would have benefited if they did what they doing on the S&Y yard, letting blacks, whites, and Mexicans be cellies? On the main line, who would have benefited being cellies? We would have. The inmates would have. The convicts. Want me to tell you why? Because now we establish a relationship. The average dude's in the cell with a brother. You establish a relationship past what you represent. You willing to hook him up with a girl. Y'all drinking out the same tumbler sometimes. Y'all exchanging cigarettes, smoking behind each other. So you're going to be doing that with your cellie. So if the police came, if I got a Mexican cellie in the penitentiary, man, and the police came in there trying to get on my cellie, it's mandatory that you get down with your cellie. Now, who that would have backfired on? It wouldn't have been backfired on no inmates. It would have backfired on the police. We'd have been on the police. That's why they never did that on the main line. That's why they never did that on the main line, man. But in 2006, the old spoke, whatever that dude is, the director of Departments of Corrections, he said there would no longer be segregation in Departments of Corrections. But not on that level 4. They can't put you on lockdown no more past 30 days in CDC. They got to let you off there and put you back on there. But last time I was in prison, man, the longest lockdown I ever been on was 3.5 years. As soon as the doors came open, we went right back at it. The scrimmage was on. Now, some dudes didn't want to be a part of the scrimmage. See, this is what I don't like, man. I'm a realist, right? And I say this in every one of my lives. I don't respect no black men, nobody that come to the penitentiary as a grown man, and suddenly you want to be a Crip or a Blood. Now you only want to be a Crip or a Blood for all the wrong reasons. You want protection. I don't respect no grown man becoming a gang member. You should have joined that gang when you was a kid. I don't respect dudes that go to S&Y yards. I don't respect dudes that start snitching. I don't respect that. I don't subscribe to those type of things, man. But everybody got their own reason why they did that, why they become rats. Also, I don't subscribe to putting snitch jackets on people unless I see the paperwork. Then I'm still not going to do it unless he told on me. And before I put it out there, I must conduct my business. See, different eras has changed things. The era I came in, man, if you call the dude a rat, you supposed to get at that dude. A wolf called Fred, what it do, baby? I hit you for Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Ma'am, the police was probably afraid that you all would find out that you had more in common than you knew. And watch this, exactly. Thoughts on CCO is impacting legacy in Crip history. I don't even know how to say this the best way I know how, man. Hey, Insane. The wolf called Fred is Hoonie people. Check this out. CCO was the best thing happened for Crips in prison. We brought it to the Emmy. Everybody thought them dudes were smashing people. Listen to me, man. CCOs brought that noise, man. We brought that funk. The police was scared of us, and every other organization respected us because we was with the business. You have people speak on the leadership of CCO. Well, I ain't got nothing negative to say about the leadership of CCO. Big Scarby, shooting on them, Tabari them, they ran a tight ship, and Big Andy them, man, they ran a tight ship. I got a lot of love for them. Those dudes was my mentor. Cuse was my one of them. Marcellus, my big homie, Big Hammer on them. Listen to me. When CCO was functional, CCO law was the Crip law in prison. Now that CCO don't exist, we all step back. It's tribalism in prison. When I first went to prison, man, you didn't see Crip on Crip melees in prison. We all got along. We all got along. And that wasn't because of CCO, because we was getting along before it was a constitution. The Constitution, watch this, man. What people don't seem to understand is constitutions ain't putting cut on you. Constitution is merely nothing but a structure. It's rules. That's all it is. It's rules. It ain't saying, well, if this other Crip don't be a part of this, you're not his homeboy. No. It don't say when you read this, you're no longer from your neighborhood. Now you got other dudes got their own opinion of that. I'm telling you, when I was in prison, I was CCO, had rank in CCO. Central Committee Subcommittee. I was on the subcommittee. Listen to what I'm telling you, man. Whenever somebody asked me where I was from, I didn't say I was CCO. You asked me where I'm from, this is what I said. The answer was this. I'm from Compton Front Hood Crip, man. This dude named Ajax looked like he was about 30 years old when he joined the Rolling Sixties and getting skulled by a cowboy. Is that you crazy? You crazy, man. You crazy. Why did people not want to join CCO when it was set to help, when it was set to help the organization? I'm trying to figure out how to answer this the best way. Many are called, but only a chosen would be chosen. Only a few would be chosen. Many are called, but only a few would be chosen. It was a whole lot of dudes that wasn't CCO, but they functioned with CCO. And they was loyal to CCO. They just didn't read nothing to be loyal. They respect CCO Crippin. CCO, watch this, man. Damu say that's cut when they homies is up under something. Nobody from front of it ever told me I had cut on me. They knew I was from front of it. Yeah, I got homeboys say, hey man, be careful fucking with Bammy on the paperwork. That's just prison drama. That's what they say. When anybody up under any paperwork in prison, that's what they say. But I done told 100 of my homies don't never get up under nothing. And I was CCO, but don't get up under nothing, man. People didn't join it, but people did support it. That's what I'm saying. That's the best way I can answer that for you, man. It might seem weird to you, but it's not. Every Crip, watch this, man. Whether they want to believe it or not, when CCO was out, CCO laws was Crip laws in prison. So the question you asking, you can answer it for yourself. Everybody had something negative to say about CCO before Blue Note was out. Why you didn't try to throw the coup? Why you was following the rules that CCO put out there? I don't understand the word cut. Rather it says structure of brotherhood amongst our people. Watch this, and you absolutely right, baby. What I'm saying, why would people be afraid of rules? Your hood ain't got no constitution, but you follow the rules in your neighborhood. You know if you break the rules, what's gonna happen to you. Watch this, man. People didn't like us because when we got the old folks and we was cleaning up the Crip backyard, and everybody that had smut on them had an issue coming. That's why people was looking down at us. Dudes from certain sets didn't like their homeboys being hit. But if I know my homeboy doing something fine, he got a DP coming. He got a DP coming. A real man gonna stand up for what he believe in. And watch this, man. When CCOs got the old folks, we brought the funk, man. We brought the noise from San Quentin to old folks, and they knew this. We was well respected by other organizations. So trust and believe, man. CCOs, white boys, CCOs, Damus, Kumi, BGF, we wasn't walking around like this, flag no white flag saying we surrender. We gave them the noise. We gave them the business. They might have won a few wars, but did nobody win the battle. Trust and believe that, man. People respected CCO. Some of them had love for us. But they hatred towards the leadership and they hatred and they envy towards the leadership became a manipulation, and they started spitting venom at people. Did nobody disband CCO? We stepped back on our own accord because a lot of us didn't like going at Crips. Was Tookie CCO? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. I've been in here an hour and 5 minutes, man. An hour and 5 minutes. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Why is the same people asking me questions and I got 42 people in the chat? Is the other people trolls up in here? You're a master teacher, OG Bam. Love your breakdown. Thank you, brother. Low get DP for faulty cripping. Say it again, man. Lows get DP for faulty cripping. Said it, but watch this though, man. It's all forms of DPs in prison. Some DPs call for you to get stabbed. Some calls for a removal. Some might call for you just to run 100 laps, 30, 40 laps. Everything don't always have to lead to violence. We had you at the right standards in the shoot. Hey, man, write some standards, man. This is your DP. Write you love Crip 500 times on a piece of some paper. Watch this, man. People need to understand that. OG Bam, did you do anything with the big homie Michael Stone? Me and Mike, watch this, man. Michael Stone played a role in me buffing on. Michael Stone, listen to me, Too Pretty Kenny. When I was in the pen with Mike wasn't just my big homie, he was also a big brother. Mike been knowing me since I was 12 years old. Younger than that, matter of fact, because me and Bob Jean went to school together, right? His sister. I was a kid that ran in and out of his house. He was playing that big brother role until we got the old folks. And I had to tell him one time, and Trey said, Big Mike, Tony down. Because I have rank. Michael Stone wasn't up under none, they don't. But Michael Stone was the big homie. Him and Cuse had a scrimmage. Shit. That was him and Cuse's personal business. I ain't had no opinion on that. And I ain't get caught up in it. It didn't create no other problem. See, watch this, man. This is what people don't seem to understand. When I first went to prison, if you had a personal problem with somebody, and that personal problem was warrant for you to bust on his ass, because this other individual was wrong for what the fuck he doing, hoods didn't fall out, man. We accepted that action. Because you need to be careful of what the fuck you doing to some other person in prison. Big Bam, would you say had the biggest impact on your life outside of your parents and OGs and other members? Big Bam, who would you say had the biggest impact on your life outside of your parents, OGs, and other members? Man, all my nieces and nephews. See, my homeboy in the chat, insane. His mother-in-law, my big sister, Carolyn. My hood. But the one person that had the biggest impact on my life is my big cousin. That's my idol. I looked up to my cousin. Lolly from Nutty Block. I looked up to him. That's my idol. Hit that like and subscribe, man. If you ain't done so already, the OG is going to always give you the real. Thank you, Blade. Thank you, Blade. Support the chat, man. Support the chat. Somebody else told me something. They go stand up in this joint. Happy New Year, Stan. Right back at you, brother. Come on, man. I've been up here an hour and 8 minutes. Throw some questions at me, y'all, and hit the cash app while you're throwing the questions. You get one freebie and you're going to do what we do. Frontliner said I can do that, so I don't feel bad about it. I don't care what nobody else said about me on YouTube. None of that. It's 2023, baby. This is how Bam living. I'm living a stress-free life on that YouTube yard, as they call it, right? We do not subscribe to bustism, fakeism, or hateism on the OG Bam show, baby. It's all about peace, love, and happiness, and you get the real here, man. We're here to educate. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what that was, though, Too Pretty Kenny. Me and Michael Stone tried to start to really motivate me up in that weight pound. Matter of fact, it was because Mike Stone, I got up under 350 one time. Mike Stone was a big old motherfucker. He ain't just had big feet. He had some arms. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all Too Pretty Kenny, my big homie, man. You feel me? That's like my uncle, man. We gonna give Pretty Kenny the link. And we tried to do it one time when I was out of town. So next week, we might do it, but it got to be on a weekend. It got to be on the weekend. I want to interview. I've been told Kenny I want to interview my big homie, man. I got to interview his ass. We're gonna chop it up, man. We chopped it up yesterday. My big homie bought me a fifth of Hennessy, man. For New Year's, man. Bought me a fifth of Hennessy, surprised me, encouraged me to do my book. You understand what I'm saying? What y'all don't know is, check this out, man. I calls Kenny, he calls me. I seek advice from my big homie. That's what we do. Bam, did you know Big Zoom from Fire Trey Avalon? Yeah, I knew Big Zoom. Yeah, I knew Big Zoom. That was my partner, man. Why do you think LA never was united in Crippin like Compton was, or why did Compton seize not try to reunite Crippin in LA County? Let me share this with you. I got you, Unc. I got you. Love you, Kenny. I love you. Let me share this with you. Hey, kids, you throw some questions, boy. You be coming out the hat with them. Don't get it twisted. That, and I'm not trying to be rude when I'm saying it like this. Don't get it twisted though. That LA didn't have unity like Compton did, because before they started beefing with each other, it wasn't nothing but unity. It wasn't nothing but unity, man. It wasn't nothing but unity. It was unity until the beef started happening. Once the Hoovers and the 9-0 started beefing, then the 60s and the gangsters started beefing. It kind of opened the doors to say, well, fuck it. We ain't respecting each other no more. So every hood can come up with their own little internal beef with another set. But watch this, man. Them beefs, when I went to prison, them beefs did not go on in prison. They might have went on in that LA County jail. But when you got to prison, man, every time my nephew cut this heat on, I get to sweating like a pig, man. Right? Watch this. Then he up there frying some chicken. Gonna burn me to death. I'm already black. Why the man trying to kill me, yeah? Like I'm on the suntan. I ain't Kim Kardashian. I already got enough melanin in me. I'm just clowning. But listen to me. Once the beefs happen, that triggered a change reaction. But once you left that LA County jail, when I first went to prison, that wasn't tolerated in jail. That came later on. That came later on. So I'm not gonna put Compton up here and put LA down here, man. I represent Crippin. I'm the gatekeeper for Crippin. And I hope I answered that the best way I know how for you without being rude or disrespectful, my brother. What, Crazo up in here? What Crazo at? Crazo up in this joint? What it do, Crazo, if you here? Money played a big role. Let me put my glasses on. Money played a big role in a lot of conflict. Early 70s was different. OG's homies was more unified. LA, Watts, and Compton. Say it again. Shit, watch this, man. You got some wannabe OG dudes ain't never been to another Crip hood in their whole career cripping. Because they only comfortable being in their hood. And if they come outside of their hood, they come 4 or 5 deep. Listen to me, man. I was a gang member that hung in LA. Watts and Compton. I went in other Crip hoods, man. I rode bikes. I called buses when I was a kid. I had to go get my Crip on, man. And I went in them hoods and the blue carpet got rolled out for me. Trust and believe that. Story, man, you come with it. I ever told you about the story I was in Puddin' House and didn't know I was in Puddin' House? My homie Junkie Fred got a baby by Puddin' sister. She rests in peace, Tony. Extend my condolences to the family. It's been a couple years. I've been in Cherry Courthouse. Puddin' might have didn't have hands, man. But Puddin' was with the business. He was a beast with that pistol. He was a beast with that pistol, man. Was I afraid of Puddin'? One time I seen that 69 Riviera used to have back in the day, and I was coming from the west side. I ran across that Canadian Bridge, hoping he didn't see me, because Puddin', he was a Crip killer. I'm gonna give him that. If he seen a Crip, he was gonna try to get at that Crip. He was gonna definitely try to get at that Crip. Hub and Dub, without a doubt, baby. You understand what I'm saying? That's the Hub and Dub. But yeah, I see Crazo, homie. I don't see him. My bad, Blade. My bad. But check this out, man. My phone is about to go dead. I got 15%. You know, I got a new thing because I can't do lives at work no more. And I don't go back to work till Tuesday. We off for the holiday thing. Wolf call Fred. I'm about to get on the plane to get to Atlanta and spend the week with my daughter. Happy New Year's, Fred. Enjoy yourself, brother. Enjoy yourself, man. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do, and protect your daughter, man. Go enjoy your New Year going to see your daughter, brother. Love you and respect you. If ain't nobody told you they love you today, OG Bam love y'all, man. It's 2023. My theme song for this year is Kev Mack just went live, man. I might tap in there. I got to charge my phone. My theme song for this year is Boosie Badass. Love your family. Take care of your family. And I ain't just talking about your biological family. If we're a Crip and we on YouTube, let's stop beefing with each other. It ain't cool. It's ugly look. What about Mac Thomas? That was my big homie. Without Mac Thomas, Compton Crips wouldn't have had Crips. Trust and believe that, man. Without Mac Thomas, Compton Crip wouldn't have had Compton Crip. With that said, let me tap out. Y'all know I do lives at 7 o'clock in the morning now. So if you be up in the morning, tap in with me, man. Enjoy your day. I know you might have gave your girl some of that New Year thing already, but go give us some more of that 2023 thing. Go give us some more of it. With that said, peace. Love the front hoods. I said the front hoods. The front liners and everybody in the chat. Thanks for the cash app and the super chats, man. Love y'all. Love y'all, man. Support the channel. Share this with your friends. Hit the like and subscribe. You feel me? With that said, peace.